Hello, Virgo. This is going to be your reading for the end of December, moving into January 2021. It is good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Virgo. Keep in mind this is a general message. It may not resonate for all of you. Try watching readings for your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign. If this does not resonate, you could find different messages there or the message you need to hear instead in those placements. If you are new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for you here every week, Virgo. If you would like to book a private reading with me and connect one-on-one to your guides and to me, the link to my website to schedule a one-on-one private reading is in the description below. I do have a few openings next week still, but I'm filling up fast. All right now it's Soma Chandra Virgo. Let's get into it. So I feel as though there's a lot of tension for you and you're running hot and cold in a situation. I think finances and resources might really be coming into play. I'm picking up on a strong connection between you and someone else. Someone may want to start something new, or you want to start something new, but the challenge for you is definitely going to be communication. There is a curiosity between yourself and someone else as well. What came out of the awakened soul for you to show me what's going on right now is Gaia in reverse, boundaries in the upright, action in reverse, and sovereignty. Some of you are connecting to another earth sign, or this is your earth energy coming out. There could be a Sagittarius or a Libra involved. I also have Pisces and Aries here. Yeah. So right now, your guides are saying that it's very important for you to get grounded and practice a lot of self-care. It's very important for you right now, Virgo, to focus on healing and taking care of yourself and pay very close attention to the connections between yourself and children as well. Someone is drawing a line in the sand with you or you with them at this time with boundaries. There is an action that someone wants to take, you or another person, but you can't quite seem to hit the mark, or someone doesn't want to take action, and sovereignty is coming into play. What is sovereignty? Being a sovereign being, being the master of your own domain. And yes, we want to follow the rules that we live by, but these are traditions and beliefs and laws that other people put into place for us. And you will be asking yourself, how can I honor this, but also be my own sovereign being? Or someone may be doing that with you. I'm picking up on a lot of cross-watcher energy, so this could be fluid. You could be experiencing this dynamic with another person, you versus them, or vice versa. The advice that your guides are giving you at this time are Titiana's flight. You've had problems in the past, but to move on, you must both forgive and forget. Learning from mistakes will enrich your life. So there are some things that you need to move on from and just forgive and forget. Yes, there have been problems in the past, but they're only meant to enrich your life. You're meant to be learning from mistakes and then moving forward and letting them go. In the garden of the sun and the moon, so lots of duality here. Clarity versus a lack of clarity. The change you seek may be outside of your comfort zone. Ask for the strength to help you move forward from those around you. So there is some sort of a change that will need to be made in the next, moving out of this year into next year. I see a mother and a child deer, so it could be involving family. But you're going to need to move out of your south node and into your north node, out of your comfort zone. So find out what your north node is. Those are the traits that you may need to embody to push yourself out of a comfort zone. You may need help moving forward. Let go of the past. Some of you are really drawing a line in the sand or claiming your own sovereignty, or you have a person doing that with you. Not a lot of action is being taken at this time. So at the center of it all is the Ace of Wands, and the catalyst is the Page of Swords. I get the feeling that this Ace of Wands is someone, or there's new growth potential, inspiration, new opportunities for growth potential. But the challenge is getting more information and talking about it. I get the feeling that someone is very curious about a new start in your life, or you're very curious about someone else starting something new. A page can also be a child as well, an air sign perhaps. But the challenge is you're going to have to think of a new way to communicate. It's a curiosity and a thirst for knowledge and thinking of a new way of giving and receiving information here, exploring something. But this little guy is rather curious and needs to communicate, wants to be heard. So you're really curious about someone's new start, or they're very curious about yours, or you just need to explore something. Deep within, deep past, I have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is all about resources here. Someone here is working very, very hard, but with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it is not necessarily to productivity or self-sufficiency, because the Nine of Pentacles in the upright is about financial independence and even abundant luxury and being very self-sufficient. In the reverse, this is somewhat of a less, it's a more shallow connection. Someone did not know their own self-worth. Someone over-invests in the pentacle realm, maybe works too much or not enough. Someone might have wanted reward with no work. Someone maybe worked to no end, to no avail. I see someone that works a lot, or you might be in a connection with someone who is somewhat shallow or someone's having a hard time someone had a hard time claiming independence. It very much had to do with finances and resources here. But somebody just kept burying their nose and working on it. Deep within, in recent past, interesting energy here for you, Virgo. I have the Moon in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's definitely talk about this. Here's Pisces energy. The Moon in reverse is actually good. It's where we face the future with a lot of uncertainty. Things come to light that were once hidden, that someone hid from us, that we hid from ourselves. But the Moon in reverse, as I always like to say, is not the Sun in the upright. So you're trying to not live in a state of confusion or delusion or illusion. Perhaps you're getting in touch with your intuition. You're feeling emotional right now. I also see that you're very worn down, or someone is worn down here. The Nine of Wands in reverse is someone who, I'm seeing two cards that indicate a chronic repetitive behavior pattern of repeating cycles and not moving on from them and not having great boundaries. Something has really worn you down or someone else down that you're connecting to. There has been a lot of repressed and hidden emotions that are beginning to bubble to the surface, but someone's having a hard time moving on from that. This is difficult to deal with when we see something for what it really is, when we experience emotions that were largely based on intuition, emotions that we have repressed. So get some rest. But I'm seeing boundary issues and having a hard time moving forward here for you or someone you're connecting to. What you're thinking about all the time is the Page of Cups in reverse and Temperance in reverse. So your guides are saying to you, you must be patient. You must determine the purpose of what you're doing moving forward. Sagittarius energy here. 1 minute you're feeling one way, 1 minute you're feeling another way. You might just be absolutely refusing to open up to a Sag. Like if you owe them an apology, that's not going to happen. That might be what they're saying here. But what they're saying here to you is, first of all, address any deep childhood wounds you have. The Page of Cups in reverse is about someone flaking out at the last minute, being somewhat childish, being somewhat immature. A vulnerability is here. So you might be really doubting your intuition and feeling very vulnerable at this time. Watch out for feelings of childishness and vengefulness. Sometimes the Page of Cups in reverse is a child that's struggling. It can also be a person that's obsessed with youth and is jealous and insecure. If you have an energy like that around you or you feel it being triggered within you, try to bring that into balance. Yeah, someone needs to open up emotionally here. I'm seeing a need to deliver and receive information. I think your guides are saying address your own feelings of vulnerability and your emotional intuition, your boundaries, an inability to move forward and heal, and to try to be patient and calm at this time. I was like, whoa, that's heavy. That's heavy. The next action coming in for you, I have Major Arcana and a court card, the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Emperor. So some of you are connecting to an Aries or a Leo, a fire sign perhaps, but it does not have to be that sign. And this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you may feel the need to really stay in control of a situation and be very logical and practical, or you are connecting to an Emperor. This person may want to fulfill their obligations, but he is the king of all kings, and he often has a stiff upper lip. This Queen of Cups in reverse, these could be different aspects of you yourself, Virgo, or other people in your life. Usually when a lot of court cards show up, you know who's who and you know who is you. So listen to your own emotional intuition. You'll be in your feelings right now. Watch out for codependency between yourself and another person. This could also be like, I just heard out of nowhere, this is an adult child of your husband's that's giving you a lot of grief. That's not going to be true for very many of you, but I heard it just now for one of my very psychic viewers channeling to me, I think. But you definitely need to practice a lot of self-care and listen to your emotional intuition. You could be connecting to a person who is not emotionally stable at this time. They may cling to this Emperor energy. But I have this Emperor here and this somewhat imbalanced Queen of Cups energy here, or just maybe not able to communicate well with this person at this time. The way you see yourself, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. So I have a lot of Pentacles here. So classic Earth sign, you are very focused on the Pentacle realm, which is your time, your health, your wealth, your money, your daily routine. I see someone struggling with independence here and possibly being worried about being left out in the cold. There could be a lack of equal contribution in your household right now, or feeling like a disassembly of your karmic empire. This is the darker side of wealth, or a deconstruction of a karmic empire, your empire here on earth. You are worried. You have somewhat of a lacking mindset. If this is a person that you feel like is controlling you, or I have this stable Emperor energy here, I think you're very worried about finances and resources. I think you or someone you're connecting to really wants to explore something new. But there is this imbalance and a distrust of the intuition and a lot of boundaries just crumbling here and a difficult time moving forward. I'm like, this is intense. This is intense for you. A person in your environment, in the environment. The King of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess in the upright. You could be connecting to a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, in particular Libra, possibly Pisces. This person cannot think of a good strategy. They might even be angry. They may have a hard time discerning the truth right now. They may have a hard time communicating with you. They are rethinking something. This person has a quiet power and an inner truth, but they can't have a breakthrough. They can't come up with a good strategy here. With the Four of Pentacles here in reverse with all these other pentacles, this person might have issues with money. This person may, if it's not about the pentacle realm, they may just be trying to let something go. They don't want to have a breakthrough here with you, or they're just struggling with it at this time. This person is quiet. They appear to have a bit of a secret. The High Priestess seeks solitude and goes off by herself. She plays her cards very close to the vest. It's a person that will not open up. They are listening to their intuition to guide them at this time. They may not be communicating with you very well, and this might leave you wondering what's going on. Try not to let it throw you off balance emotionally. I can see that your emotions are running high and you're feeling vulnerable and your intuition is heightened, and I can see that you really want to know more. That's the key, is the communication. and figuring out all these pentacles here, which is time, money, and resources and your daily routine. In your feelings, the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Children here, wanting finances for kids, maybe. Some of you are thinking about going back to a previous employer and working for them. You had a good relationship with them, but these could be kids. This could be a past memory that you're homesick for. Some of you wish you could go back and start something over again from the beginning when it was simpler and easier and sweet. Some of you just want some sweet, innocent fun. And to plant a seed, you want to give someone something, you want to receive this object, this pentacle, have this new start. Many of us feel this way. I pulled 2 oracle cards about the person in your environment, the hidden truth. My life is not as together as it seems, and I wish I could share my good news with you. So these are very general. This person doesn't have it as together as you think they do. And that's indicative here with the King of Swords in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This person's having a hard time coming up with good strategies, having breakthroughs, and having good solutions. And there's something that they want to tell you, but they feel like they can't. So communication is definitely a problem. This person's struggling to be smart about something, making some kind of a decision, or moving forward. And the final outcome for the end of the month moving into the new year is the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So you have more than one path in front of you. You may see something. This Two of Wands is peering into a globe, trying to see something here. You're at a standstill. You do want to make an investment in your life and move forward. But there are a lot of things involved, perhaps a lot of people involved, perhaps a lot of tension in the environment. Remember that you want to be part of a solution and not part of a problem. There could be some competition, some diversity even. If it's a career path or what your next move is going to be, you have competition in your field. There's just a lot of tension. You have to choose between 2 locations, 2 things, 2 routes. Just remember, you don't live in an echo chamber. That will help be part of a solution and not part of a problem. You might just need to try something out and work through something. Try to get out of your head too, Virgo. I see that you guys are stressed out. Some of you are connecting to an air sign, or you have air in your chart, which is super counterintuitive sometimes for Virgos. It drives them crazy. You guys will work something out in the 3D with your hands. And oh my goodness, it can be tough for an earth sign when they get trapped in their head. Practically apply it and communicate. Virgo, you tend to be rather stoic, but I've known many Virgo in my life, and you are good at communicating when you want to. So that may help with whatever you're stuck in your head about. Lots of negative thoughts. It is a self-imposed imprisonment of the mind. It's also a victim mentality. You are definitely not the victim here. If you look at this character closely, she is not bound so tightly. She can get out if she tries. She can take that blindfold off, and those swords are not a cage. It's all happening in this person's mind. And I can see that you're in a mode of reprioritization here. You're having a hard time being flexible and adaptable. You might feel a little disorganized. What else is at the bottom of this deck? Justice in reverse. I see that there will be some kind of an ending here and a transformation, but things are going to move slowly and things aren't going to feel fair and balanced. Some of you are connecting to a Libra. You may feel as though something is unfair. Watch out for the blame game. Stick to honesty and truth. And hopefully a person connecting to you will also. But overall, it is important for you to claim sovereignty and recognize other people's sovereignty. Make sure you know exactly where you're pointing that arrow before you let it go. You have boundaries. Other people have boundaries that need to be respected. And it's very important to care for yourself right now. Take good care of yourself and let go of the past. Just learn from those mistakes, and the change you seek is absolutely going to mean stepping outside of your comfort zone, and you will need strength. What does it mean to step outside of our comfort zone? It means to do something differently than we have before. That's triggering. It's uncomfortable. You can do it. You are my meticulous, careful Virgos. You are the magician, and the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the Hermit. So search your soul, have a good plan, and move forward. You will need to step outside of your comfort zone and just leave the past behind. All right, Virgo, that's your reading for the end of December, moving into January. I hope you guys had great holidays, and I hope you have a happy new year. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Virgo. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next week.